Hey, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, then my name is Erica, and you might be able to see my little nephew over there in the background. He's my four-legged nephew, and he might be chewing on his bone, so he might be making some noise. Yeah, or a lot of noise. But anyway, today I am going to be talking about Shane Burcaw, but more specifically, I'm just going to be talking about the people that are spreading conspiracy theories about Shane and his relationship to his wife, Hannah, and why I will not tolerate that on my channel. So luckily, I haven't gotten a lot of comments about this because most of my subscribers are people that have the same values as me, and even if they aren't entirely informed on ableism, I've been lucky to have a lot of subscribers who want to learn about it, and I really appreciate that. But I have also received comments from people that I don't believe to be my subscribers, who are just spreading these disgusting conspiracy theories, saying Shane and Hannah aren't dating, Hannah's being paid off. I mean, they aren't married, Hannah's being paid off. And so I would like to talk about that. And there are countless videos on YouTube by these hateful, bigoted, ignorant people making videos either reacting to Squirmy and Grubs videos, or they're just talking about them in general and how they can't possibly be married, because why would an able-bodied, conventionally attractive woman want to marry somebody like Shane? Now, first of all, that is rooted in ableism. But
So, I'll just start by saying I think it's fake. And the reasons are pretty obvious, that there's just no way a healthy, good-looking woman would choose to be with a disabled man. And honestly, it doesn't look like, when she looks at him, she doesn't look at him like she's in love. Or
I believing that disabled people cannot have partners that want to be with them for no reason, and that by believing that people can only want to be with disabled people for money, you are saying that disabled people are not valuable people, that they can't offer anything up in a relationship, and that's not the case. It's just not the case. And I don't know how to convince people otherwise, other than saying that I've been in interabled relationships. I myself am a disabled woman, and I've been in relationships with both able-bodied people and disabled people. I've been in, and when I say disabled, I've been in relationships with people of all different types of disabilities, because I see the value in the people. I don't just see people for their bodies and stuff like that, and I don't think other people should either. Maybe I'm just being a hippie here. Well, I'm not being just a hippie. Yes, I'm kind of a hippie, but ableism sucks. And my next point on why you should not be speculating on my channel, number one, but also please don't bring your speculations anywhere, is because these theories are just that. They're theories. They're conjecture. And what I mean by that is, yesterday I got a comment that was since deleted because YouTube routinely just deletes random comments. But somebody told me, well, first of all, I got a very nasty comment before that, but I'm not even going to talk about that comment because that was just an attack on me. But second of all, I got a comment that was saying something along the lines of, look up Shane Burcaw paid escort, hopefully I'm allowed to say that word on YouTube, paid escort Anna Ronaldo. Now, if you don't know, Shane has been in relationships with other able-bodied women before he met Hannah, and they're all very conventionally attractive women. So a lot of people think that's proof of him paying for escort services. But it's so interesting because
he never grew past the 6 or 7 year old child's body, and he's deformed, he's all twisted, he can't walk, he can barely talk, I can barely make out what he's saying, he can't eat on his own, he can't shit on his own, he can't pee on his own, but yet this is his second girlfriend who is actually pretty normal. She's an athlete, she's a swimmer. I know what it takes to be a swimmer because my son is an athlete swimmer. So you have to be really, really fit and in great shape, and she looks like she's in great shape. She is in her 20s as well. I don't know exactly how old. She's a pretty girl. You know, she's in school. I don't believe she works. I think she's in school and she swims. So we're here to debunk if they really are a real couple or not. Now I want you to look at his deformed body.
I told you you wouldn't fall through.
Look at that.
What in the middle and your arms like that?
Look what he looks like.
Are you comfy?
Can you see it? Is it coming in clear?
And then I just sent you out to sea.
She has to carry him around. He can't move. He can't shit, he can't pee, he can't wipe his ass, and he definitely can't have sex. I'm going to say it in a nice way. He can.
none of these people can offer actual proof. They just say, look, people on Reddit are talking about this. Well, guess what? People on Reddit are talking about the Loch Ness Monster. That doesn't mean the Loch Ness Monster is real. And I'm not saying the Loch Ness Monster is not real, so don't take that. But what I'm saying is people say tons of things on Reddit and on the internet in general, and that doesn't make it true. If you have no proof that Shane and Hannah aren't together, if you're just saying, oh, they don't call each other cute pet names, it's lots of people in relationships don't call their significant other cute pet names because we all have different styles of dating. I've never really been comfortable using terms of endearment. I used terms of endearment towards my dogs and cats, but I don't do that towards my significant other. I don't know, it's just never felt right for me, so I just don't do it. But is that proof that none of my relationships are real because I'm not calling my significant other a cute pet name? No, that's not proof.
And answer me this. Why is it that Hannah does not call Shane baby? And I don't remember in the video if she called him baby and I didn't hear it, but I'm just like, wow, she hasn't called him baby or doll face or honey, and he doesn't call her anything like that. It's always Hannah. It's always Hannah. Like,
and if you think that's proof, then reevaluate what you think about relationships, because not every relationship looks the same. There is no cookie cutter relationship. And my next point is that these theories are rooted in ableism, because people would not be talking about this as much if Shane wasn't able-bodied. So people are just mad about the fact that a disabled man can be married to an able-bodied woman. Which, what are you mad about? You should be more mad about some of the ableist things Shane has said about other disabled people, which I have talked about in previous videos. So before people go and comment, why are you attacking all these able-bodied people but not Shane himself? No, number one, I don't really believe in attacking people. And number two, I have addressed some of my concerns with some of Shane's past ableist behavior and his ableist beliefs. So I've done that already. I know, I'm feeling very sassy today.
That I think every single person who's seen any of these videos has been wondering. Is this relationship real, or is it completely fabricated for the cameras? Now, the truth be told is that I don't really care if this is real or not, and that's why I've neglected to even make a video about this, even though I get a comment about these people like every week or so. And I've pretty much ignored request video, and I'll talk about these two people. And let's keep it real. They can act as shocked and chagrined as they want that people would call into question the legitimacy of this arrangement. But at the end of the day, they're the ones that upload these video thumbnails to YouTube, where they seem to deliberately accentuate the gap between them in terms of their ability, their SMV or whatever, to the point that they're almost begging you to not believe that this is real.
And my next point, which I've kind of already addressed, but you can't tell if a couple is in love based on what they post on the internet. Because I don't know about you, but like, as a human being, even though I put a lot of my life on the internet, I still value privacy. So you don't know what goes on behind closed doors, and it's useless to speculate, because you're never going to know. Unless you are Shane and Hannah, you're not going to know what happens in their relationship. Even if you find someone who claims to know Shane personally, first of all, plenty of people catfish on the internet and pretend to be like, oh, I know so-and-so, and their relationship is fake. But also, second of all, even if that person is, if they really do know Shane, they could have an ulterior motive for making up a lie. And I'm not saying that's true. I'm just saying that's a possibility. So you can't believe everything you read on the internet. And I know for most of my subscribers, you're like, yes, Erica, we know that. And for that, I am thankful that I have a lot of subscribers who are critical thinkers, and a lot of you even push me to be better and to confront some of my ignorant spots. But this is more about the people who are like tinfoil hat wearing conspiracy theorists. And my last point is, why do you care?
I'm not making fun of this guy, broski, but he's like a midget, and he's like, his arms and legs are stuck like this. Like, this guy's bound to a wheelchair, and he needs 24/7 medical attention. All right? He kind of reminds me of Timmy from South Park, but the adult version. Hell, he looks like Timmy from South Park. All right? He's married to this chick who she's a pretty hot wife, okay? She's not that way that a chick like her is screwing this guy. And one of the what is it? Somebody in their comments asked them about their sex life, and she said that yeah, they do have a sex life. That she does the Alabama snake winder on him, or supposedly this couple has sex. Get the they're living off people's emotions. They're feeding off people's emotions, like in the comments. Oh, you guys are a wonderful couple, and oh, you guys are great, and this, like that. You're trying to tell me that this hot chick, all right, she wipes his ass? She wipes her husband's ass every time he has to take a shit? No.
What are you going to gain from proving that Hannah and Shane's relationship is fake? I'll tell you what you're going to gain. You're just gonna harm the disabled community, because when you share your bigoted beliefs, the reality is it's probably not really gonna harm Shane. Like, it might hurt him emotionally, but it's not really gonna affect Shane that much. But it's gonna affect regular disabled people that are just trying to live their life, and then they're trying to meet people and do things. Because the more people that spread these harmful conspiracy theories, the more other people will see it, and they'll internalize it, and they'll think of disabled people as things like freak shows. Which, if you want an entire video on freak shows, I can definitely do that. There's a lot to unpack there, but this is not the video for that. But I can definitely do that in the future. But my point is that when you're trying to knock Shane down a peg for no other reason but for his disability, and because you think he can't possibly be in a relationship with an able-bodied woman, you're not really knocking him. You're knocking the average disabled people, which is not okay. And that's pretty much it for this video. I am going to try to add some clips of people being horrible about Shane Burcaw and his relationship with his wife Hannah, but I want to make it clear that I don't want you to send hate to these people. Like, of course you can critique them and be like, excuse me, this is very ableist and here's why, but I don't want you to send hate towards them, especially not on my behalf, because I just don't think putting more hate out into the world is very helpful. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. If you learned something, if you agreed, if you for some reason enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching. If you have not already and you are interested in, please consider hitting that subscribe button. And thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again next time. Bye.